Hey, welcome to another episode of White Lithium Eurotrash. Today, we're going to be dealing with some exhaust bullshit on the white 86 8-valve Saab 900. Okay, let's take a look. So, if you've got a turbo car, there are many exhaust solutions out there for you. Okay? But if you have a non-turbo car, you have very few. Okay, whole thing has been welded together and patched, and it leaks so bad. So bad. We've got this right here, this piece right there. We've got a catalyst up there, which what I want is to actually remove that catalytic converter, and because I don't think frankly it's working anyways, and I can't really replace it with a factory item anyways. But there's a bad leak right around that, and I wanted to find a down tube that would come from the engine and just, kind of cruise right on through that spot where that catalyst is, but I have been unable to find it, so probably gonna have to make it custom. All right. So I acquired this partial exhaust system from Saab Original, otherwise known as Hayden Associates, okay? And I believe they actually have some sort of deal to use the Saab name. The kit at least looks like it's appropriately designed to be an original 900 exhaust system. Pretty complete, comes with some extra pieces here. Okay, let's open them up. So it comes with a manual, which is nice that there's some kind of document. We're definitely not going to be using that. We've got these rubber isolators. Now these don't exactly look like the original factory ones, I don't believe. So maybe somebody could correct me on that. We have two of the larger ones and one smaller one of those, and we have two clamps. Now these clamps, these are reasonably nice quality clamps, made in Sweden. That's nice. Good quality clamp, two of those, and we have this additional hanger. Not really sure if I'm going to use that or not. We'll get into it. And we have some miscellaneous hardware to mount that hanger. So, all right, let's see what's going to happen here. All right, so we're just going to kind of lay this all out, see if it looks like the right stuff. Oh, it's kind of unfortunate somebody's welded that right there, because I'm going to have to cut that. Hopefully I have enough length here. I don't want to, I'll come back and deal with this piece some other time, because I have a massive leak coming from this hideous, awful weld that somebody has done right here. Terrible amateur welding. But yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully they got enough length here to slice this right there and still, have enough overlap with the new component. It looks like I got the right stuff. This one from Hayden looks very original in design. This one that is currently on the vehicle looks like somebody just made it. So I'm happy with that. All right, so I've decided I'm going to actually do more exhaust. I'm going to remove the catalyst. I am in a non-emissions area here. I don't think the catalyst is working anyways. It's so corroded and plugged, but I have to go on this road trip to Minneapolis later in the week, and I'm gonna try and make the car a little bit quieter, because it's actually maddening to drive on the road. So I'm gonna try and just work on these door seals here, and also see if I can work on the fit with the door a little bit. There's something about me where I just love removing a fastener that hasn't been touched in a long time, and just touching what is untouchable. And little tip, old screws, these grip edge bits, RPT, they're sold under the Matco brand too. Oh my God, these are the best. Whether it's Allen, Hex or Torx, they bite themselves into the screw and prevent rounding. Okay, because something like this thing could be rounded very easily. So don't turn it unless you think you got it. Okay. Yeah, and these things are, when I was doing that timing chain on the Porsche with those aluminum screws, the valve cover, I was just like, had to have these. Had to have these. Oh, a pleasant lack of corrosion underneath that sill piece when I got that off. That's nice to see. Theory, and this very well may not be correct, is that the separation, how these things tend to shrink and separate in the corners right here, might be a good part of the root cause of my problem, but who knows? Could be wrong. I am going to put the tiniest little bit of this right here in this corner, just to make sure I have a good long-term connection with the car. All right, let's make sure that corner is the main event, because what do we know about Bernoulli? Okay, where Bernoulli's principle, where velocity is high, pressure is low. We have this very high speed acceleration of air around the windshield, which actually is creating a little vacuum here, which pulls the door away. Okay, so I've actually thought about creating some sort of vortex generator, 3D printed vortex generator, which I may do to cure this problem from root concept on the Saab 900. And while I'm at it, I should probably replace some of the dreaded clips, which, hey, I just happen to have sitting around from none other than thesaabfarm.com, where they sell you these things for like 75 cents a piece, but you have to have them. I do have another set. These seals are out of production. I have a used set that I bought from Saab Parts Pro, Rose and Ithaca, and I might save my dry powder on those for another time. So today maybe I'm just gonna put some more clips in these. Sadly, over here things do not look as good. And this will be the demise of the car. This is my winter car. It's the only one that really sees salt consistently, and it's a great car, and I'm going to take care of it and preserve it for as long as possible. But that rust in the sill, that will eventually become the downfall of this car. This beautiful, beautiful machine. See again right here how it's pulled away in this corner. That can't be good. I don't think it's the whole answer, but it's definitely not helping. Okay, so I'm also trying to reset the fit of the door so that it applies the correct tension up here and closes correctly. And I'm actually going to do something I don't feel that great about, but I'm going to take a little bit off this to let me kind of get this in just a little bit more. I'm starting to understand what some of the root cause is here, okay? Here's what I think is going to happen, is what's happening rather. This latch component, which I've attempted to acquire better ones of, is worn out, right? And so this surface right here defines the position of the door when it's closed. I move the latch piece all the way over. I don't have enough travel to actually get the correct alignment, which will then put the correct amount of pressure on the door back here, okay? So I think I'm gonna do a little kind of ad hoc metal work on the car to try and solve this from root concept. The Saab door, trust me, I've taken apart many doors on old European cars, and the Saab door is the absolutely easiest door to take apart. I'm not going to make any explanation for you. If you need help with that, you're on the wrong channel. This is the channel for people that believe they can do anything. And I'm going to take this piece off and try and resolve this problem from first concept. Okay, so here's what I've done. I've gone to my shop and I've had them tack weld a little bit right on here to build up this latch, which will then hopefully allow me to get back into adjustment down here. We'll see though. We have to put this whole frickin' thing back together. I was praising Saab for how easy it was to take their door apart, and now I'm sort of, I don't know, changing my tune. Of course, now would be a good time for a little... Alright, we've got this all back together. This really stinks, okay? Unfortunately, because this has never been opened since 1985 or 86, they glue this piece on right here, and I had to sacrifice it, which I hate to do because there was no way to remove it because the original adhesive was still holding it on. Wow. Unfortunately, I should have done a before and after, but this has made a profound reduction in wind noise. It used to go, you used to get a hissing noise from the corners up here, right? It would hiss right here. And from the vacuum that I alluded to earlier, and this is nice. This is a good improvement. I feel pretty happy for myself here. A, because I don't have to wear hearing protection when I drive anymore. Now imagine when I get the exhaust done. Let's go over and see if they got that tubing in.